Shalom. Call Loyim La Yahawashi Bahasham Wakakwadash. All praises to the Heavenly Father, the name of His only begotten Son. In the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to my elder apostles of the great millstone who taught me this truth. Much love, greetings, and salutations to the for elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And I just want to say salute to this young sister right here for doing her due diligence. All right, doing the proper research into that CIA agent Gloria Steinem, which was used to weaponize the Israelite woman against the Israelite man. All right, and this is the reason why our people are destroyed. They're destroyed for their ignorance. As it is written, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And because, thou hatest knowledge, the Lord would also... All right, you reject the knowledge, the Lord is going to reject you. And, look at us now. We're a forsaken nation. Even though the Lord is, he's allowing a remnant to return to him. But you look at our people as a collective, just through. And they don't understand, what led to this conditioning as to why, we are the way we are. Why the Israelite family structure is, totally decimated. Why there's so much dysfunction among us, why we can't get along. That's because our women, they bought into the seed of the serpent. They swallowed it down and that seed grew. All right. So anyway, I'm going to play this little TikTok video. It's not too long, but, she pretty much, she basically breaks it all down in a nutshell. All right. You can tell she definitely did her research. All right. And if more of our women understood and knew this information, a lot of them would probably, snap out of it, man. Wake out of that spell. But let's play the clip real quick.
Do you know Gloria Steinem? Here, let me give you a hint. So I was reading an online article to which I came across something that I didn't know about Gloria. It talks about Gloria's new book, My Life on the Road, recounting her life journeys and travels, but look at the bottom paragraph. What is often missed or mischaracterized, however, is the work she did as a CIA agent. Steinem was a spook. Confused, I decided to dig a little deeper. Black feminism, the CIA, and Gloria Steinem. What follows is a fact sheet about Gloria Steinem's operations against the various social and political movements in America, particularly her role in creating a hateful and virulent strain of black feminism that attacks black men while partnering with the white establishment. Steinem first...
There you go. All right. She was used as an asset of the CIA, which is, one of the corrupt governments, all right, that do the dirty work for the globalist elite. And, this operation was based on trying to put the Israelite woman against the Israelite man so that there would be no more family structure among us because, believe it or not, family structure is part of the foundation of a nation. It starts with family structure. All right, we have that, in our culture. All right, you have the man, which is the head, and then you have the woman, and then you have the children. The head of the man is Yahawashi, who is the Lord and Savior. All right, and we also have the Most High, which is the head of Yahawashi, and that's the structure pursuant to 1 Corinthians 11 chapter. Esau knew what he was doing to actually destroy that structure. All right, take the man out of the house, and therefore that connection to the Most High and His Son would be removed. And you wonder why our households are forsaken. All right. And the reason why, we're not sufficient, we're not on a level, is because, our foundation have been destroyed. Okay. No, we have to understand, and these scriptures give us the blueprint on what this devil has done. They had many counsels on how to destroy us. Psalms, the 64th chapter. That's what that's about. All right, they set snares. all right, privily against the people, man. They shoot arrows at us, secretly. All right, so let's keep going.
Came across the Raider of Black Men when she put a book called Black Macho and the Myth of the Superwoman by Michelle Wallace on the cover of Miss Magazine, which she controlled. Let's read on. The book was written by a black feminist and activist, quote-unquote, named Michelle Wallace, who came out of nowhere. She was in her early 20s, yet she was being touted as the leader of black feminism. In the book, Wallace called abolitionists like Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth ugly and stupid for supporting black men. She called black revolutionaries chauvinist macho pigs and advised black women to go it alone. Go it alone? Do it alone? I don't know. But people...
Yeah, she convinced you women that you can do everything by yourself. And look how that turned out for you, man. You did that, and then what happened? The family was gone. The father was out of the house, and now you raising your children by yourself, thanks to the so-called white woman. Which some of you black women, you still envy the so-called white woman. She's your enemy. She's your natural bred enemy. All right. Don't let her wholesome looks, fool you, just because she appears to be pleasant on the surface level. All right. No, she was just as instrumental in your destruction as her male counterpart. She's a white supremacist as much as her male counterpart. But you got some of our women that hate themselves. And, white supremacy did a number on them, on their psyche. So they have a defeated mindset to where they just basically join forces with the opposite side just to, cast down their own nation. All right. And why you think the serpent knew to go to Eve first? And the scriptures tell us in Sirach, the 12th chapter, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And Eve was the first to do that. She trusted the enemy. All right? Because the Lord made us in his image and his likeness. We were made to be the image of his eternity. But through the envy of the devil, death came into the world. All right? And Eve became that conduit between the devil and his satanic evil philosophies and ideologies into the sons of the power, man. And that's what corrupted the generations of the sons of the power, which led to what? Death, deterioration. Here our women are to this very day, man, being feminist. And then you look at the mindset of these women now, the spirit been on us all this past week. To kind of address, our women. Because we've been seeing, certain viral moments where, women are getting on these platforms and voicing their opinions and, what they believe is right. And, it's like we're now starting to take a tour into the mind of the modern feminist woman. And you see that it's just totally fucked up, man. I'm going to just put it like that. It's fucked up. All right. But that's what happens when you trust in the enemy, man. So let's finish this video out, and then I'm going to hit a couple precepts and close out.
Gloria Steinem said that Wallace's book would define the future of black relationships, and she pushed hard to make sure the book received massive publicity. Define the future of black relationships. What's the bottom line? The bottom line is the so-called black feminist movement was created and manipulated by the CIA from the very beginning. The only difference between black revolutionaries and black feminists on this issue is that black revolutionaries know they were infiltrated and manipulated, but black feminists are still unwilling to admit that they were infiltrated and manipulated, largely because they are highly invested in the hateful brand of black feminism. It is now a central part of the culture of black women
and Black Lives Matter. All right. If this went on with the original black feminist movement, how much more the Black Lives Matter movement, which is being led by a lesbian, self-hating, pseudo pro-black women that secretly love so-called white men and actually hate so-called black men, but they will find the time and the clout to, use their backing and their funding to push their plight using the sacrifice of so-called black men, the very men that they actually hate. So that's how you know up and down that that's another controlled nation. That's another controlled movement. All right, is created and manipulated by the powers that be, and it's used to destroy once again the black family structure. And that was before they updated their objective on the site, they basically told you that they were trying to get rid of the patriarchal structure, basically get rid of patriarchy in the so-called black community, and that's what led to our destruction going back decades ago. So you see how this all worked out, man, and they're still doing it. All right, the black feminist movement basically paired up with the LGBTQ movement and formed Black Lives Matter. That's basically what that is. All right? It's not about Israelites progressing. It's about the further deconstruction of your nation. All right? And the serpent, he convinced you that, no, this is progressive. This is liberating. This is empowerment for your nation. Well, hey, the serpent told Eve, well, if you learn the knowledge of good and evil, you won't die. But what happened after that? Death. So you can allow this serpent to continue to convince you, but it's only going to continue in the same pattern. You continue to follow this beast, that's because you're insane. All right? So let's let this finish out, and then I'll get a precept, and we'll close.
This fact has led to the destruction of the Black Revolution and the complete distortion of Black relationships, and the CIA had a direct hand in creating this situation. So, Black woman, Gloria Steinem, your American journalist, feminist, social-political activist, and CIA agent, she was used to cause disunity in the Black family through the use of feminism. Remember that book we read earlier, the one on the Black Myth by Michelle? She said that would be the future for Black relationships. Nothing positive in that book was written about the Black men. They were putting them down. So the next time you think about supporting her, ask yourself.
Salute. All right. Salute.
Do you know Gloria Steinem?
Salute to this young sister for, putting this out there, man. Because I don't think a lot of women, especially of our nation, knew, this information, man. All right, not to say that, there's not women out there that are, privy and hip to, what's going on in, this particular information. But a lot of them, they're out there because they don't know. And they're just following, they're wandering after the beast, as it says in Revelation. Totally deceived. All right, it tells you in 2 Thessalonians that, the Lord would give them over to strong delusion that they should believe a lie. All right, and those lies come straight from the serpent. Let's get that in 2 Thessalonians. Second Thessalonians 2 and I'll start at verse 9. And it says, I'll start at 8. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed. All right, and he's being revealed right now. All this information that's coming out, exposing them, he's being revealed. It says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. All right, and feminism is a work of Satan. All right. Liberalism is a work of Satan. And our people are tied up into it. It says, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned, condemned, judged, who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And these women, they're living in pleasure under that, feminist ideology. All right, trying to, compete with men, have many sexual partners as they want because they believe that they're equal with men, just doing the most. But you're under strong delusion because you're not a man. You're a woman, and you have a role, which is a beautiful role. And your proper order, man, there's nothing more beautiful, man. But right now, they're under strong delusion. It's a spell. All right? And that's what happens when you're charmed by the serpent. Okay? Never trust thine enemy. Let's get Sirach 12. Yeah, Sirach 12. In verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, or hers. All right, the Edomite woman, she's the wicked too. All right, it says, though he or she humble her or him or herself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him or her, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his or her rust have not been altogether wiped away. Because at the end of the day, after her use, that was it. She did her job. Okay, and guess what? The so-called white woman, she still has her man. She's still side by side with her man, enjoying that supremacy and all that power that they have. You see? But it resulted in your loss. The so-called black, Hispanic, and Native woman, mainly the so-called black woman, that was the main target. Okay? You took a heavy L. It led to in your own community, your nation. All right, it says, set him not by thee. All right, and the so-called black woman, you see that, y'all saw that infamous picture with them standing with the fist in the air. You set her right by you. It says, lest when he or she have overthrown thee, he or she stand up in thy place. Neither let him or her sit at thy right hand. Don't allow them to become your strength. Don't allow them to become your power, because they will overmaster you. They will overthrow you. It says, lest he seek to take thy seat, your position, and thou at thy last remember my words and be pricked therewith. All right. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? Right. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him or her in her or his sins, who will pity? And that's what happened to our woman. You're defiled in the sins of the enemy, the wicked. Right? For a while, he or she will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he or she will not tarry. Meaning they're not going to, they're not going to be around. They already did the job. All right, that spook, that agent, she did her job, and that was it. And then they still have the nerve to praise that woman. As if she was some type of hero, when she was just another CIA asset. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his or her lips, but in his heart or her heart, he or she imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. All right, and that was the goal. Okay. He will weep, or she will weep with his or her eyes, but if he or she find opportunity, he or she will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity cometh upon thee, or come upon thee, thou shalt find him or her there first. And though he or she pretend to help thee, and our woman was thinking that this woman was trying to help them, trying to liberate them, which what oppression was our women going through? Because at least when they were paired with their husbands, they had a family. You know? She had a household. There was some structure there. We had more value. So, I mean, but like I said, in the serpent, they're very good at convincing you about things that's not there. You know? She got the black woman's ear and had her believing that, you know, she's in the worst case scenario. You know? So that, you know, increased that demon of, like it tells you, going back to the curse, thine eye shall be evil towards the husband of thy bosom. What Gloria Steinem did in that whole feminist ideology was just amplify that evil eye and led to what it led to. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, or she, yet shall he undermine thee. All right, and basically that's what she did. She undermined you. When you look up undermine, let's go there real quick. Undermine, it says, erode the base or foundation of. And that's and hey, like it tells you in Sirach, the 3rd chapter, it says the blessing of the father establishes houses, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. So they went to the mother, they went to Eve, and they undermined Eve, and it led to what? The destruction of our foundation. You see? You see how much damage that did us? Well, that's what happens when you let the enemy in, man. All right? It says the synonyms: erode, wear away, eat away at. And the second definition says lessen the effectiveness, power, or ability of. You know, they don't want us to reach our height, man. You know, because they saw how we were living prior to integration. You know, we were coming up on a level. Esau didn't like that. That's why it tells you in Psalms 62nd chapter, they only consult to cast us down from our excellency. You know, they see how powerful we are when we're together. But we're very weak when we're divided. Because the enemy can actually take advantage of that. And that's exactly what this devil's been doing for all these generations. Took the father out the house, divided the man and the woman, and made them, you know, look at each other with that evil eye, and that lessened our effectiveness, our power, our abilities. It says especially gradually or insidiously, you know. So yeah, man, that's what happened, man. It says since a synonym, it says weaken, cripple, disable, you know, ruin. And that's what happened to us as a nation. That's what feminism did to the Israelite family. It weakened, it diminished the family. All right. So anyway, you know, I thought that was a good little TikTok video. Very informative, you know, which we already knew this information, but you know, the way she actually, you know, broke it down, you know, very precisely. You know, I thought that was right on point. And, you know, I give credit to this young sister here, man. All right. So anyway, I hope this lesson was edifying. And give all praise to Bahasham, Yahawashi. Until the next video, Shalom.